they'll be the first one to be able to tell if someone's not doing what they're supposed to.
So then we'll have to read it.
No, people will just see you not acting how you're supposed to.
We'll get Bill.
Okay. I'm going to pass out these cards, and for you to come to the carpet, you have to find your partner that matches these cards. So everyone gets a random card. So 2 of the cards, I'll give you an example. 2 of the cards are cookies and milk. Cookies and milk they go together, but they're not exact matches. And the rest of these cards are like that. So you'll have to go find the person, and you'll sit next to that person. Just for this lesson.
I'm not gonna
Will you pass that to Amy?
You can flip it over
Pass this one to Mary, and pass that one to Reagan, and pass that one to Yeah, you can flip it over and look at it, because you're going to have to go find your partner. Okay, go find your partner, and then come sit at the carpet next to your partner.
I have salt.
Pancakes do not go together. Burger and fries, you guys are partners? Good. No, girl, what goes on pancakes? Find someone who has
Sarah? Yes. Yes.
Pepper.
eggs and pepper, no.
I got the yummy one. My dad put
Pancakes and syrup.
My dad put mine too. It's yummy. It makes it better.
You put dressing on salad. Eggs and bacon go together. Salt and pepper go together.
Meatballs.
Okay, so today we're going to learn about something that helps us understand our story a little better. You don't have to face it. You don't have to face it. You can turn back around. Okay, turn back around.
Oh, okay, turn around.
It'll see you plenty, I promise. So we're going to learn a reading strategy that will help you comprehend or understand the text that you're reading a little better. I'm about to tell you.
Amy told me that Brooks was
So the comprehension strategy that we're going to be learning is problem and solution. So turn to your partner and tell them what you think a problem is.
a problem is something that
So I heard you say that a problem is something that needs to be fixed. A problem is something that needs to be fixed. Hey class. A problem is something that needs to be fixed. So what's a solution? A solution is the fix to the problem. So when we read stories, not all stories, mostly just fairy tales and fictional stories, thank you, have a problem and a solution. And the story that I think of when I think of problem and solution, I know you guys have all read it, is Lily's purple plastic purse.
Oh, yeah.
There's a problem in it, and at the end of the story, there's a solution. And the problem in Lily's purple plastic purse is that Lily has this awesome new purse that she got from the store, and she wants to show it off so bad to her class. And she ends up getting in trouble by her teacher for interrupting his class, and so she writes him a really ugly note whenever he takes her purse away. And so there's her problem. She got her purse taken away, and she wrote him a really nasty note. That's not the end of her problem. she, at the end of the day, got her purse back. And she got a note from her teacher that said that tomorrow we will have a better day. And so she started to feel really bad that she wrote that nasty note. Remember, she called him a big fat meanie in it?
Yeah.
And so to fix her problem, because she was feeling so bad, to have a solution, she went home to her mom and had her mom bake some tasty treats. And she wrote him an apology note and gave it back to him the next day. And Mr. Slinger ended up forgiving Lily. And he let her present her purple plastic purse and her 2 shiny quarters and her superstar sunglasses. So what was the problem in Lily? She got her purse taken away, and she did have a bad day. The problem is she wrote her teacher a bad note. So what was her solution? What did she do to fix the problem that Lily created?
Make her mom make treats and wrote her teacher apology.
Yeah, she wrote her teacher an apology note. So problem and solution happens more than in just stories. Problem and solution happens in real life too. So I'll show you an example of a problem.
All the time.
So watch. What just happened? I dropped my marker, and now I want to write, so now I have a problem. What's my problem? And so what's my problem? I want to write, and I don't have a pencil. So what can I do to fix my problem? What's the solution to my problem? I can pick up my pencil, or my marker. That's a super simple one. And there's another storybook that I know about called Stellaluna by Janelle Cannon. And in this book, there are way more than just one problem. And there's more than just one solution. So I'm gonna read it. And while I'm reading it, I want you guys to listen for the problem and the solution. And when you hear a problem, problems are not usually good, so we'll do a thumbs down. And okay, stop. When we hear a solution, we'll put a thumbs up, because it's usually good when we find a solution to our problem. First, I forgot to ask you guys, have you ever read a story or a movie with a problem and a solution in it? And if you have, you can tell your shoulder partner or the person that matches your card.
No.
You've never read one single book?
No.
You've never watched a single movie?
No.
The Three Little Pigs. So Morgan said the Three Stooges. Please stop interrupting. So Morgan said the Three Little Pigs. Morgan, what's the problem in the Three Little Pigs? They had their houses blown down. So what did they do to fix their problem?
They built a boathouse.
Hey, Morgan's talking. That was the solution to their problem. They were able to go into a brick house.
Their brother was smart and built it out of brick.
He was.
The others were dumb.
I'm sure you guys can think of some more problem and solution books or movie that you've read, but I'm going to show you this one, and it's Stellaluna by Janelle Cannon.
I never read this.
So Stellaluna is obviously a what?
A white bat.
Do you guys have any schema about bats?
Yes.
Schema is your background knowledge. We learned about that last week.
I have this book in it.
Okay, so turn to your partner and tell them one interesting bat fact that you know. Just one. Class. Did anyone's partner share something really interesting about bats? What'd your partner share, Mason?
I said.
What'd your partner say? Morgan, what'd you say? So bats are nocturnal. What does that mean? They're awake at night and they're asleep in the day. And that's really interesting that you've said that, because a big problem in Stellaluna has something to do with Stellaluna being nocturnal. Mason or Gunnar, did your partner say something interesting?
Echolocation.
Echolocation, you want to explain what that is?
It's where bats use their echolocation to find the animals and see if there's any trees in the way.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, do they
In a warm, let's do it like this. In a warm, sultry forest far, far away, there once lived a mother fruit bat and her new baby. So she's a fruit bat. This is also a big problem. So she eats fruit. Does she eat animals?
No.
She's a fruit bat.
I like fruit bats.
Oh, how Mother Bat loved her soft, tiny baby. I'll name you Stellaluna, she crowed. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stellaluna clutched to her chest as she flew out to search for food. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied her. On silent wings, the powerful bird swooped down upon the bats. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape. But the owl struck again and again, knocking Stellaluna into the air.
Oh, I've seen this.
Her baby wings were as limp and useless as wet paper. Down, down she went, faster and faster into the forest below. What's the problem?
She fell.
They just got attacked by an owl, and Stellaluna has gotten away from her mom. Would that scare you if you were a new baby? That's pretty scary.
Our wings are gonna rip like paper.
The dark leafy tangle of branches caught Stellaluna as she fell. One twig was small enough for Stellaluna's tiny feet. Wrapping her wings around her, she clutched the thin branch, trembling with cold and fear. Mother, Stellaluna squeaked, where are you? By daybreak, the baby bat could no longer hold on. Down, down again she dropped. There's another problem. She can't hold on to the branches.
Because she's not strong enough.
She's not strong enough. Flump! Stellaluna landed headfirst in a soft, downy nest, startling the 3 baby birds who lived there. Stellaluna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below it. She listened to the babble of the birds. What was that? Cried Flap. I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet, chirped Flitter. Shh, here comes Mama. Many, many times that day, Mama Bird flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stellaluna was terribly hungry, but not for crawly things that Mama Bird brought. Finally, though, the little bat could bear it no longer. She climbed into the nest, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. Plop! In dropped a big green grasshopper. So what was our problem?
She didn't want to eat the grasshopper, but
She was terribly hungry and there was nothing that she liked. And even though she doesn't like this solution, what was it? She ate the grasshopper anyways. Sometimes we don't always like the solution to our problems.
yeah, I know.
Stellaluna learned to be like the birds. She stayed awake all day and slept at night. She ate bugs even though they tasted awful. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing except for one thing. Stellaluna still liked to sleep hanging by her feet. Once, when Mama was away, the curious baby birds decided to try it too. When Mama Bird came home, she saw 8 tiny feet gripping the edge of the nest. Eek, she cried, get back up here this instant. You're going to fall and break your necks. She's mad.
She's lumpy.
She looks mad. Look at how she looks.
Yeah, it's scary to hang by your feet for the first time. I've never done it.
The birds clambered back into the nest, but Mama Bird stopped Stellaluna. You were teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back into this nest unless you promise to obey all the rules of this house.
It's not a house.
It's a nest, but to a bird, that is their house. Stellaluna promised. She ate bugs without making faces. She slept in the nest at night, and she didn't hang by her feet. Stellaluna behaved as a good bird should. So our problem was that Mama Bird was really mad at teaching her baby birds bad things. Hold on to it. But the solution was that Stellaluna decided it would be best for her to just act as a good bird should.
She isn't a bird and she has to do both.
Very good. All the babies grew quickly. Soon the nest became crowded. Mama Bird told them it was time to learn to fly. One by one, Pip, Flitter, and Flap and Stellaluna jumped out of the nest. Their wings worked. I'm just like them, thought Stellaluna. I can fly too. Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Stellaluna tried to do the same. How embarrassing. Morgan sees a problem. What's the problem, Morgan? She can't fly. Can she not fly or can she not land?
She can't fly or land.
She can fly, but she can't land.
It's funny. Oh.
I will fly all day, Stellaluna told herself. Then no one will see how clumsy I am. What's the solution, Carol? What's she gonna do?
She's gonna practice flying.
She's gonna keep practicing. The next day, Pip, Flitter, and Flap and Stellaluna went flying far from home. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings. The sun is setting, warned Flitter. We had better go home or we will all get lost in the dark, said Flap. But Stellaluna had flown far ahead and was nowhere to be seen. The three anxious birds went home without her. You're right, Peyton. Peyton, what did you think the problem was? What did you hear?
I heard that she flew so far away that she couldn't be seen.
Yep, and then what happened? What did Flitter and Flap do?
Just leave her behind.
They left her behind.
That's cool.
That's not good. All alone, Stellaluna flew and flew until her wings ached and she dropped into a tree. I promised not to hang by my feet, Stellaluna sighed. So she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep. She didn't hear the soft wings coming near. What do you think the soft wings are?
Bats.
Think it's birds?
Bats.
Bats? You think it's some more bats?
Owls.
You think it's owls?
How
Could
do
be.
you hang by your thumbs in me?
Okay. Hey, a loud voice said. Why are you hanging upside down? Stellaluna's eyes opened wide. She saw the most peculiar face. I'm not upside down. You are, Stellaluna said. Ah, but you're a bat, and bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down. I'm a bat. I'm hanging by my feet. That makes me right side up, the creature said. Stellaluna was confused. Mama Bird told me that I was upside down. She said that I was wrong. Wrong for a bird, maybe, but not for a bat.
That's what I told.
More bats gathered around to see the strange young bat who behaved like a bird. Stellaluna told her a story. You ate bug, stuttered one, and you slept at night, gasped another. How very strange, they all murmured. Wait, let me look at this child. A bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked. She asked, sniffling Stellaluna's fur. She whispered, You are Stellaluna. You are my baby.
I knew it.
So do we have a problem or a solution?
Solution.
We have a solution. What was our problem in the beginning?
She lost her mama, and I lost mine.
She lost her mama, and now what's the solution?
She got it back.
She's found her mama, or her mama found her. That's my favorite part. Sit down, Reagan. Sit down on your bottom. You escaped the owl? Cried Stellaluna. You survived? Yes, said Mother Bat as she wrapped her wings around Stellaluna. Come with me and I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. You'll never have to eat another bug as long as you live.
Unless someone likes it.
But it's nighttime, Stellaluna squeaked. We can't fly in the dark or we will crash into the trees. We're bats, said Mother Bat. We can see in the darkness. Just come with us. Stellaluna was afraid, but she let go of the tree and dropped into the deep blue sky. Stellaluna could see, right, Morgan? She felt as though rays of light shone from her eyes. She was able to see everything in her path. Why did Stellaluna think that she couldn't see?
Because she thought she was a bird.
Hold on, Drake knows. What is it, Drake?
Because birds can fly at night.
Birds can't fly at night because birds can't see.
They can, but they end up getting caught. They can't fly, but dogs end up getting tweaked and probably getting killed by them.
Right. Hey, if you're still holding on to your card, just put it in front of you. Put it down on the ground in front of you. Soon the bats found a mango tree, and Stellaluna ate as much of the fruit as she could. I'll never eat another bug as long as I live, cheered Stellaluna as she stuffed herself full. I must tell Flitter and Flap. The next day, Stellaluna went to visit the birds. Come with me and meet my bat family, said Stellaluna. Okay, let's go, agreed Pip. They hang by their feet and they fly at night and they eat the best food in the world, Stellaluna exclaimed. As the birds flew among the bats, Flap said, I feel upside down here. So the birds hung by their feet. Wait until dark, Stellaluna said excitedly. We will fly at night. That doesn't sound like a good idea. When night came, Stellaluna flew away. Pip, Flitter, and Flap leapt from the tree to follow her. I can't see a thing, yelled Pip. Neither can I, howled Flitter. I shrieked Flap. They're going to crash, gasped Stellaluna. I must rescue them. There's a problem. What's the problem? They're about to crash. Why are they about to crash? They can't see because they're birds. Stellaluna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to the tree, and the birds grasped the branch. Stellaluna hung from a limb above them. So what was the solution? Stellaluna saved the birds. Do you agree, Lexi? Yeah. Case, do you agree? We're safe, said Stellaluna. Then she sighed. I wish you could see in the dark, too. We wish you could land on your feet, Flitter replied. Pip and Flap nodded. They perched in silence for a long time. How can we be so different and feel so much alike, said Flitter. And how can we feel so different and be so much alike, wondered Pip. I think this is quite a mystery, Flap chirped. I agree, said Stellaluna, but we're friends, and that's a fact. Isn't that a sweet story? I really like that story.
I've heard it before.
So, good readers, when we're trying to comprehend a text, and comprehend means to understand, when we're trying to understand a text, we're able to identify, and we're able to identify a problem, and we're able to identify a solution. So for extra practice, we are going to find problems that happen in everyday life. We're going to have solutions to them. So you and your partner are going to work together. Oh, wait, not yet. Sorry. I have these, and we're going to make an anchor chart together. And some of you guys are going to have a sticky note with a problem on it, and some people are going to have one for a solution. Sorry, Kimmy. And not everybody's going to get one, but the whole class is going to participate in it. Pass this to Kason. Okay. Pass this one to Reagan. Pass this one back to Kira.
Where's mine?
Oh, there you go. Peyton. And Lexi. And Emmy. Okay, so read your note. The people with note cards, read your note. Not everybody.
Solution.
Sorry, Emmy. Stellaluna. If you need help, you can ask the person with your matching card to help you figure out what your card says. So just by reading your card, if you think you have a problem, raise your hand. You have to have a card to have a problem. Nothing. I'm going to tell you if you don't have a card, I'm going to tell you. You're supposed to ask your partner to help you. A group of bats find Stellaluna, including her mom. So if you have a problem, raise your hand again and keep your hand up. So Easton thinks he has a problem. Easton, read your problem. So Mama Bird was mad at Stellaluna for teaching the birds bad ways. Do we agree that's a problem?
Yeah. I have the solution to that.
So you think you have the solution. What's the solution?
Stellaluna agreed to act as a good bird.
Stellaluna agreed to act as a good bird should. So do we all agree that Easton has the problem and Julianne has the solution to the problem? We all agree?
Yes.
Not everybody said we agree.
Yes.
Do we agree?
Yes.
Okay, so Easton and Julianne, you can go put yours.
I got mine.
Well, you got to put them on two separate sides. We have a side that says problem, and a problem is something that has happened that needs to be fixed, and a solution is the problem that has been fixed.
Solution.
Hold on, bud.
Hold on, bud. Put it right there.
Okay, someone else with a problem, raise your hand. Peyton, what's your problem? Stellaluna was very hungry. Who thinks that they have a solution to that problem? Lexi, what do you think?
Stellaluna ate a grasshopper.
Stellaluna ate a grasshopper, so she was really hungry, so she ate a grasshopper. Do those match? Are they the same? Or are they problem and solution?
Yes.
They're a pair, so you guys can put yours on there. Who else has a problem?
I do not.
Kira has a problem. Kira, what do you think your problem is?
The birds couldn't see at night and I got it.
Guys, listen to Kira.
I got it. The birds couldn't see at night and were about to crash.
The birds couldn't see at night and they were about to crash. Who has the solution? Somebody has the solution.
I do.
Reagan, what do you think it is? Stellaluna swooped down to save the birds and she hung from a branch. Is that the problem? And is that the solution? So you guys can put yours up there. Who else has a problem? Morgan, what do you have? Stellaluna and her mom were attacked by a bird or an owl, and Stellaluna's wings were too weak to fly. Stellaluna was left all alone. Is that a problem?
Yes.
So who has a solution?
Libby.
What do you have, Libby?
I have a group of
A group of bats find Stellaluna, including her mom. Wait, okay, so Kinley also thinks she has the solution. What is your solution, Kinley? So Morgan has that she was knocked out of her mom's wings, and Kinley has that she climbed into a bird nest. But Libby has that she was found by a group of bats. Which happened first? Kinley's happened first. So we think, raise your hand if you think Kinley's is the solution. Libby thinks so too. So I'm going to say that Kinley's is the solution. So you guys can put yours up. And so if Libby has a solution still, who still has a problem?
Yeah, Kason.
Kason, what is your problem?
Pit, flitter, and flap. Can I just call her Stella?
Yeah, you can call her Stella.
Stella. From.
I'm about to throw up.
Did it crack?
Still.
Oh, we're still good.
Okay.
Sorry, iPad. We're sorry.
Let's move away from the cart.
I'm sorry that you got here.
No, that was already there.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that was super close.
Why don't y'all scoot up?
Alrighty,
Let's
remix.
scoop. I have a case too, but I had to take it off. That was a bad idea. That would happen to me.
Hey guys, y'all scoot up. Reagan, hush.
I don't want to break your camera, so I'm not going to get in it. Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Break it again. Oh, yeah. Break it again.
Okay, hold on. So Kason said that she has a problem. Kason, what was your problem?
Pit, flitter, and flap. Stella far from home.
Pit, Flitter, and Flat left Stella far from home, and Livy thinks she has the solution. And what was it, Livy? Stellaluna. Okay, you two can go put those up. No, hold on to your cards because you're going to need them still. Okay. So now is when you're going to do the worksheet with your partner, and make sure you keep your cards so you remember who your partner is. So you and your partner are going to sort through these cards, kind of like what you do with task cards. And there's a problem and a solution. Every problem on here is going to have a solution. So on one side, I want you to line yours up. See how we have them lined up, problem and solution on each side? So on one side, put your problem, and next to it on the other side, put your solution. Yes. Hold on. You stay with your partner that you have the card with. You're going to work with them. Move away. Just move away. Hold on. So after you, or you can do it while, during, I don't care. But after you sort them all out, you and your partner are both going to fill out this sheet. And to help you out, I already filled in half of the sheet. So this side has some problems filled in, and this has some, sit down, has some solutions filled in. And you and your partner are going to finish it. And when you are finished, if you finish early, there's an activity for you to do. I have some blank ones that you're going to write your own real life problem and solution to if you finish early. So, the person that has the card that has the and sign on it, does everyone know what the and sign is like? No. Let me see your card. So the person that has this sign on their card, you can come get the paper, and your partner, hold on, not yet. Your partner is going to go pick the spot in the room. You can work in your desk or in the floor or wherever you want to work, but your partner is going to pick the spot while you're picking up the paper. Okay. All right. I've already made them all for you. I've already made it all for you. Yes, you're going to work together. Okay. There you go. Do you have the end sign? You don't have the end sign. You need to go pick a spot in the floor for your saw. There you go. No, girl. That's peanut butter and jelly. Okay, that doesn't say. Okay, you're right. Go ahead and go sit down. Peanut butter and jelly. You do have the end sign. So, you need... You have the end sign? Yep. Who has the end sign? Macaroni and cheese? Yeah, sure. I thought this was done for. It's still going. Over it like that.
Oh, I forgot about that. They're gonna be like, this dude's hideous.
Are you helping Casey?
I'm gonna crop that out.
There's another part I want to see if
You're doing exactly what I told you not to do. You're gonna just like, look at what you can do. You can solve that. Oh, you have to come in and take every single Then why are you here?
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all are gonna need a pencil.
I got a pencil.
Yeah. Everybody needs a pencil.
I was just kidding.
guys go a little faster. Maybe one person can be in charge of finding the problem, and the other person can be in charge of finding the solution. Think so?
You go over here.
Try that. Try that, and I'm gonna come back and see how it's going.
Why do I have to write them all? Why do I have to write them all? They're both gonna
Don't forget to put your name on it, okay?
What does one
So on one side, you have the problem, but on the other side, you have the number.
I'm so good.
Are these all yours? This is your whole group? Okay, so these are all your cards? Okay, so lay them out. You did? Are you matching them right now? But just get it, just, it's okay. Okay, grab it a little. So, Ethan, Julie, since you're with Kenner, why don't y'all work together, okay?
Hold on, one more time. Remember how I said you have to sort them first? You have to put them, one side be the problem and the other side be the solution. So sort them out before you start writing. You already sorted all of them? Hold on. It will be easier on you if you sort them first before you try to fill it in. Or here, I can just move this stuff for you.
Okay. Hey, no, from one side face. Are you gonna do yours? I got an umbrella. See how mine is.
Oh, that's all right, because I'm going to do a great job.
Classwork. We're looking for it. This is as only the thing I have. Do this. Yes. Okay, so let's try the soap one.
For the problem. Go back there and find the problem.
I haven't done it yet. Why is this upside down?
gonna finish. They're just gonna finish the stuff and then the writer's journal.
Okay, that's why I said stop.
So do you have all of them?
I don't think
What do you mean? Okay, so let me help you.
Yeah.
So, remember I said it might be easier if one person tried to find the problem and one person tried to find the solution? So let's look. My pencil broke. Is that a problem?
Yeah.
That sounds like a problem. But look, what do you mean you guys don't get it? You cut it all day.
I bought it.
So look, it's on the on the sheet. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
So look, the problem is I'm getting wet. So I'm getting wet. And remember you said the solution was I got an umbrella. So that would go on that side. And remember how I said if you had it on one side, it would be easier. So like this side goes here and this side goes here. So my pencil broke and your solution was I got a new pencil. So then you said I keep tripping on my shoelaces, so I tie my shoes. Does that make more sense? Thanks for doing it. So the solution is my mom had to drive me to school. So where's your problem? Good. I missed the bus. So next to that, you would write I missed the bus.
What is this one? I bought. What's that one? I bought lunch.
Now that you got it, listen.
What's that word? CH makes it. School. Bought lunch at school. Okay. I cleaned my room and found it. That's the solution. I cleaned my room and found it.
Are you copying blood? No!
So that's gonna go what was the problem? If you're finding something and that's a solution, then the problem is you probably what? Lost something?
So are you good right now?
Yep, you're right. But what, okay, so the problem is
Did you find that one, Casey? I lost my favorite toy in my room. Do you think I got it? Yeah.
Why is my pencil on Joe?
So I lost my favorite toy. So my pencil broke. 5 years ago. Here's my pencil broke. What would the solution be? Before you tell me what would your solution be?
Oh, you're talking about the
yeah, there's one problem.
what you were talking about. Oh, yeah, hold back.
So what do you think it would be? Got it.
Okay.
So like his job, Face's job, it's like he's doing a really good job at matching right place. And then so why that here's job be writing notes. Can you do that? What was the solution? I got A.
Yeah, I sure will. But why don't, hey Carol, will you put Casey's name on there so that I know you guys were together?
So the solution is I wash my hands. What would the problem be?
I didn't wash my hands.
That's gross.
So let's see, I lost my favorite toy.
So what would the solution, or what would the problem be?
What do you
When
think?
you wash your hands,
Well, if you couldn't find your toy, would that be a problem or solution? You couldn't find it. So if you cleaned your room and then you found it, would that be a problem or solution? Solution. So you couldn't find your toy in your room. So once you cleaned your room and you found it, that's your solution to yours. Make sense?
Why
Good. So is that a problem or a solution? What would be the solution for you?
Well, that says I don't understand the password. We're looking
So
for
if you forgot your
the
lunch
problem
home,
to
it
unlock.
says I says I bought. Not I brought. I bought.
That says I'm not.
So got my lunch at home, so what did you do? You
Messed it up.
good.
There's that word you gave us right now. But it's
Let's see that when we come back to it, okay? So the problem is I don't agree with the length.
You guys got them all matched? So have you matched them all up? Are they all matched? No? That's okay. With the ones that you have matched, you can start, or you already started. I'll help you match them. So, I bought,
Don't you match it? I said, why don't you share
it's
this
sort
to
of, I
us
just haven't matched them.
in case someone
I forgot my lunch at home, so what was the solution? She brought lunch to school. She said her problem was I missed the bus when you said the solution was.
Yup.
That ever happened?
Excuse me.
My hands are really dirty, so what do you do?
Yeah, but
You wash them.
what's up?
You wash your hands all the time. I'm getting wet in the rain.
Oh, so where are your slips? Yep, there you go.
I keep tripping on my laces, so that would make sense. Velcro shoes. I don't understand my classwork, so what did you do? You should ask your teachers on that. And if your pencil breaks, what do you need to do? Get a new pencil. You get it? Just okay.
This is how my
Mine
tiny
ran away,
my
is that a problem?
erasers.
I'd be upset if mine ran away. I put up time for she did. I didn't do all that. He lost his favorite toy. Is that a problem? What do you do to fix it? What do you do when you lose your toy?
I have two erasers.
Clean your room and you try to find it. That's what he did. I just imagine you're ready to do it.
I have a playroom that is really dirty. You can probably still works.
You think so? Oh boy. You should go home today and clean it up.
You want? He made $20.
I didn't know those are.
I had to buy the case because I stopped doing the case lights. And then I took the case off so that I could get it up there, and then I saw it fall, and I was like, it fell in slow. So I
Small
had to
little
like
erasers.
straight on the dime.
You may find $100.
I've never dropped it before.
You be the runner and you be the winner.
Are you guys on that finish? You have two more left. Which do you have left? So I don't understand my classwork. So what did she do to? She asked her teacher for help.
Hers sounds like
So what? Why did she have to clean her mess? What happened? Spilled milk. Good, Dad. Are you done? Okay. Are those the only two cards you need? Okay. Hey, Dad. Why don't you clean up the cards? Put your name on it. Good. You have your name on it. Why don't you clean up the cards, but not this card? You still need it.
Do I have to be the one
Okay. If you're if you guys are finished making up your cards.
yeah, I saw him stop in here. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm ready. should be on your paper, though.
Well, an 8.
We need help.
Hey guys, if you're not finished with it, it's okay. You can complete it during reading groups, but right now, one person needs to clean up all the cards and put the paper clip back on it, and the other person needs to make sure that both of your names are on it, and they need to collect the partner cards.
So you have 3 minutes to clean up.
Somebody. I said it was on.
What do we do with these?
I'll come get them if you have both of them. We only have one.
How do we flip the cards?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, they're getting cleaned up, okay? Look what I've done. Can I go over it?
Just put them. You don't have to put them in a certain order. Just put them all up. Paper clip on them.
You have to.
And both your names are on it. Thank you so much. His name on it? Perfect. Thank you. Awesome. Is your name on it?
Donner.
How are you, Timmy? Good. All right, I gotta go.
Did you like these? Did you have fun with those? These are cool, right?
I'm not done.
Do you think you know what problem and solution is? Kind of.
Hey guys, let's go. Gunner, why are you poking?
I said it's okay if you're not finished.
Okay. Listen, y'all have 2 minutes to get cleaned up and to get to your seat.
Put it here. No, you don't have to put it here, Morgan. You bring these cards to me, and the other cards, your task cards, they go right here on the iPad. Wait. Thank you, buddy. Where's your partner's card? Do I have it already?
Yeah.
Peas? Because peas go with carrots, right?
I don't get it. I thought it was on dressing.
Dressing and thank you. That was the peas card I needed. Thank you. Put your paper up. Put your cards up. Where's the paper plate? On your desk.
How do I flip it?
Make sure you're following all the instructions.
I don't know if I can.
Do not stand on that. Please go sit down in your seat like you were asked to do. Thank you. Alright guys, get seated because Timmy has something he's going to share with us.
I made this when I
Hold on, Timmy. Wait till they get all
Timmy is trying to share
cleaned up,
something, so
okay?
let's hurry.
I made this when I was as young as y'all.
So Timmy, tell them what grade you're in now.
I am now in 4th grade. In 2 years, you will all be there unless you get held back, which I hope you don't.
But if they do, it's okay because it means that they're getting extra practice, right, Timmy?
Yeah. So here is the title of my slideshow. It's called Seahorses, but I just didn't put the S. By me, Sophie Arnold. My middle name is Jeremiah. So here are a bunch of different seahorses. There's a toy, there's archives.
Oh, is it not working?
No.
Maybe this thing is unplugged.
It's unplugged. Maybe.
Look, remember this, Timmy, this always.
Remember that. It's unplugged.
Come on, this
This thing has been working out.
There you go.
There you go. Oh.
That's cool. I've never seen that though. So, seahorses are not real horses because horses do not swim under the sea. seahorses have a pouch. Baby seahorses are the size of a jelly bean. So here is a pregnant seahorse.
Wow. Wait, I know.
It's called the speckled frog seahorse.
Wait,
And then this is just a regular old yellow seahorse.
wait. The truck is so blue.
Seahorses can live up to 3 years. Now that's a short lifetime. So here's a toy seahorse, and then there's a seahorse in a mirror looking at itself. That's weird.
I know that about seahorses.
A seahorse's diet is, well, a seahorse is a carnivore. It lives in the big blue ocean. Seahorses are heavier than a pig. I mean, not heavier than a pig. A family is called a Cynlipidae, and they are fish. Look at this zootozoa. So that toy was in the Seahorse Food and Beverage Company.
Timmy, what does it mean that they're carnivore?
Well, they eat meat.
So they only eat meat.
Well, mostly. Seahorses and fish are fish, and that is true. I know I just said that on the other one. Let's just go back. Oh, I can't go back. This fish is called terrible. Do you know anything about seahorses? I didn't until I made this PowerPoint.
Now you're a seahorse pro, aren't you?
Kind of.
Wait, I know one thing about seahorses.
I'll wait. Well, let's wait till the end. So here are some seahorses. I love seahorses a lot. This is cool. This is a puppy seahorse. That's what we
Pygmy
call
seahorse.
a baby.
Look, you can't see because of the light, but it says pygmy.
Oh.
Because it's dark.
Oh yeah.
Cause that's dark.
They're off the lights.
Oh.
Oh, that may be the end of it, Timmy. You didn't put an ending song.
Timmy, I know something about seahorses. I've
So
watched.
first we're gonna do questions.
Okay.
All right.
How does a seahorse swim?
Well, actually, it uses its tail to swim.
Have you ever seen it rock its body back and forth to make it move? I always thought that was cool about them.
No. This is one else. Morgan. What? Did you say after the size of a jelly bean?
If they're the size of the jelly bean, then how does their mother not lose it?
How does the mom not lose them?
Well, because they have a pouch.
And that's the boy.
Just
So
like
who
kangaroo.
does have the babies with the seahorse?
It's actually the dad.
Yeah.
Not the mom. But
dad.
both have the pouch.
Yeah.
Can they keep it in there?
Just like
Yeah.
a kangaroo. If you want me to go back to other points in it to see some pictures.
You have 2 more minutes, okay, Timmy?
To see some pictures.
Which side do you want me to go to?
If you so just tell me which slide you want me to go to. We'll go back to, and then I will ask Miss Carol to go back to it. So first, let's start with Lexi.
Can you go back to the one with the
This one? Was it one of the first ones or one of the last ones?
last?
That one?
No. That one.
That one?
We were just on that.
What are those seahorses called?
Actually, this is a coral reef seahorse. Well, actually,
I know what that is.
this is a coral reef seahorse. This is actually legendary to see. This is a pinback puppy jellyfish seahorse. And then this one is another coral reef sea.
That looks like a
But where's
cake
the
cocoa.
head? Where's the head? The head is this. No, like, where's the head?
Purple.
Oh, that one, it's just bending its neck.
I see. It looks
So
like
it-
a cake cocoa.
So
It's blending
kind of
in.
blending in with its tummy.
So it thinks it's egg.
So, any more questions or pages? Or page requests? Gunner?
How long? That is not very. Somehow, seahorses can live up to more longer, like 15 more. Like,
No, they can only live up to 3 years.
I thought they can live up to 15 years.
Nope. It said in my slideshow that they could only
We
live
can.
up 3 years.
We
We can live up to like 360. No.
That is true.
We can if we eat it, if we take enough vitamins.
And we eat healthy. Or if we eat healthy.
Alright, Timmy, one more question and one more thing to share, okay?
Alright.
But some of y'all aren't raising your hand.
So, page request, question, or comment.
Has to be a really good one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
In second grade, we learn about habitat. So, since seahorses are your favorite animal.
They're not my favorite animal. My favorite animal is a bunny.
Well, she just thought since you made this.
Since you like them, is your favorite habitat the still habitat?
Actually mine is grassland, and no, they can only live in the ocean.
But Kara, I thought,
But you can have them in a fish tank.
Timmy, then you think that was a good question though, because she made a connection
Yeah.
between what she's learned and what you were showing. So she just made an inference that you liked seahorses the best, right? All right, Timmy, thank you so much for sharing. Why don't we give Timmy a round of applause for being so brave? All right, Timmy, can I walk you back so I get a few more minutes with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Timmy. Good question.
I'll be back someday soon.
We hope so. You have to share your
Make a bunny one. Share about bunnies.
Okay, guys, for the last part, all right, class.
Yes.
For the last part of our lesson, I just passed these out to all of you. And I was gonna actually have you all cut them, but to save time, I just cut them really quickly. So on the line, hold on, I'm gonna tell you the supplies you need. You're gonna need your writer's notebook, you're gonna need a glue stick, and you're gonna need a pencil.
Are we gonna need our journal?
No, not your phonics first. You need your writing notebook.
Oh.
It should be, okay, thank you, Julianne. This right here, everyone.
Yes. But we put it in here.
Buddy, it says writing journal. You need your writing journal.
And we need a pencil.
You need a pencil, you need glue.
Scissors.
No. One more time. You need pencil and you need glue. Everyone say pencil and glue.
Pencil and glue.
So don't ask if you need scissors, because you don't. You need what? You need pencils and glue. So look, everybody look. So right here, where it says problem and solution on the side, you are going to glue, well actually, hold on. Sorry about that, everyone. You are going to glue just the problem and solution bar. You can't glue the whole thing or it's not going to work. So just between those two black lines, right, where it's on the back side, problem and solution, you're going to glue there, and you're going to, let's borrow this, you're going to, on a clean sheet of paper, you're going to tape or glue it, just the part that says problem and solution, to it. And you should be able to open it, and it does this.
Are they doing the reading response journal?
Yes.
Okay, table 3, go get your reading response journal. Let's read all we're going to do it, okay? So y'all don't do it yet. You're doing your reading response journal. Table 3, go get your reading response journal quickly. It's in your lunch box if you didn't put it right where it goes.
Go get your reading response. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Go get your
Reagan, remember, you glue the one that says problem and solution. The first one should say problem, and the bottom one should say solution.
And we've done plenty of these. Right here, once you get yourself glued, I want you to go sit. Okay, I told y'all. In my head. Red group, once you get yours glued, I want you to go to the back table. And orange group, once you get yours glued, come to the front table. Okay, just throw it away. Oh,
Okay?
Buddy, what are you doing? Why aren't you doing? There you go.
So after you have it glued, is everyone listening? Yes. After you have it glued, you're going to write one of the problems from Stellaluna. You only have to write one problem. And then on the bottom one, you'll fold it back, and on your paper, you'll write a solution to that problem. So if I wrote for my problem, Stellaluna got knocked out of the tree, and then I wrote for my solution, she ate a grasshopper. Does that make any sense? No. No, that's not the solution to the problem. They have to be like the match. They're not exactly the same, but they go together. Make sure they go together. If you finish, what did I just say? Remember what I just said? Try to remember. Think in your head. Remember I said you're going to fold it back. You're going to write on the paper, and then I said you're going to close it. You'll fold it back and write on the paper. Remember that part?
I still could.
Spell it as fast as you can.
It's okay. Red group, once you get it glued, go sit at the back table. Orange group, once you get yours glued, go sit at the front or on the carpet with me. Bring your notebooks. It does. You don't need that. That's nothing to do with it. You're working on this one. Okay, get it glued.
If you finish it early, you can draw a picture that relates to what you wrote. But you have to finish first.
No, Isaac's coming. Case, just leave it, Bobby. Just leave it. It's just fine. That's right there. Well, I don't have any orange group on the carpet.
Mom's in here. Mom's in here. Finish.
Orange group, bring your notebook to the carpet, please. Thank you.
Just.
Oh, Julian, you're dropping everything, aren't you? All right, face me. Yeah. Who else? Julian is in a group. What'd you just say?
Hey, Ray, are you a regular?
Okay. Are you an orange group? Okay. So, what is the Okay, well, we're talking about it. So what did you write? Let me read the question. The problem in Stellaluna when Al appears. What is the problem when Al appears? I was like, baby, she's waiting on you to go back there. Bring your notebook. Bring your notebook. Hmm? Okay, so you'll have that date right in the
No, Mary's is
So what was the problem, babe? I told you to not write so that you could listen, but you were writing and didn't listen, right? Gotta figure it out on your own. That's why we Did you get both? Okay, did you write that?
I just put it here and things.
Stellaluna is hanging upside down. Okay. So I want you to draw a picture. Look at her. I want you to draw a picture of this black of a problem that happened in Stellaluna. And then this one, I want you to draw a picture of
Reagan, do not walk out again,
that
please.
problem. Okay. All right, so get started. Okay, so you're gonna go again. You got it, Blue? Okay. That's all right. It's okay. I'm not even worried about that. Yes, the top one is the problem. The bottom
What?
is the solution. Look right under this first black.
What is that one?
Under this first black, I want you to draw.
Bubby, you read the story too. What do you think it may be? So the question, look, it says the problem in Stellaluna when Al appears. What happened when Al appeared?
She did fall.
He fell down. What? The solution. So what was this when Stellaluna, when Al appears, she fell down.
That's good, Mary. Did she bring in a fruit in that picture? Can you draw me a piece of fruit so that I
You
know
already know, don't you? What? Okay, so I hear, oh, our card's right here. I hear owl. So try it with OU and OW and see which one looks right. Well, what was the solution? Does that look? Try the other way now.
So what was she falling from? From the owl? Yeah.
What's up here?
Again? This is short. It can be a lot.
Huh? D-O-W-N? You're correct.
Yeah. This one's a group of bad.
Yep, and that.
I think I spelled
G-R. U-P. Because that would be girl, right?
Your problem is what was your problem? So this is where Mama Bird dropped it.
I think
Her Mama Bird was mad because she was teaching herself was teaching her babies how to be bats, and she didn't want that anymore. So Stellaluna said it should be a good bird, right?
Oh, but is that really a solution now?
So remember Stellaluna falling from Stellaluna fifth letter flat foot fall.
Include that maybe, because a little more details, right? So read that.
Did you want to do this?
Well, where did she fall?
Oh, maybe she must be doing it. Well,
Okay, so why was that a solution? Why was that a good thing?
because then she wouldn't fall, then she wouldn't get hurt.
girl, I would not this for you. See, here's the birds hanging
So I
upside
like
down.
that she
The
would
bird is hanging out about that.
Well, you would just include more, right? Make it make sense.
So what did you draw, Kelly? What was your problem? So she fell from what? What did you draw?
Would it be easier to take
Oh,
your
she
notebook?
fell from the owl.
Up there?
Hey, that was mine.
The owl was yours? Okay.
Alright, let's see what you got. Can I take it and read it? Problem. The problem is Stellaluna when the owl appears. Her mom got a giant owl and Stellaluna fell. Solution, she fell in a bird nest and 3 baby birds.
And you said you only fell into the nest with other birds, right? So I'm gonna give
That's really good. Now you can illustrate it. I can't wait to see you illustrate it. You're really good. Huh? Did you write like what?
Okay.
I accidentally did it upside down.
I know you did. That's okay. It'll be fine for that page because you can still turn it over, right?
So where do I illustrate?
Hold on. I got a good idea. Hold on.
Huh?
Where do I illustrate? That's all full. This is all full.
Okay, so
Straight on the blue part.
so that you're drawing.
But did she really climb into the
Oh, I spelled it.
Why have I seen you come out of bed like 3 times? Why have I seen you come out of bed like 3 times? Maybe it's baby. Well, why don't you just sit back down and do your work after you wash your hands?
I'm gonna put the closure thing on it. Okay, y'all can keep working, but real quick, I want to see what you understand about problem and solution. So do you think that if we were reading a story, could you identify the problem and solution? If you can, just do a thumbs up. You think so? What if you think you can, but you need like a little more practice? Yeah.
So what?
Julian? Okay, and if you don't think you can do it at all, give a thumbs down. Gunnar, you answered all 3.
I think, Gunnar, you should be a thumbs up because you're really good at identifying the
I
problem and
do
solution.
up and down.
Well, you're interrupting me. Drake, I feel the same way.
I want to go
You worked
home.
so hard, though.
I want to just water yet.
Okay, so
Listen.
can one person share what they either drew or what they wrote? How about Caden?
Will you read your problem? Hey, listen, guys. Y'all see if you wrote something like this in your problem. Can I read it for you?
There is a lot of paper towels in there.
Can I read it? Alright. Caden said that the problem in Stellaluna when the owl appears is that her mom got hit by the owl and she fell.
Yeah.
And then the solution, he said she fell in a bird nest and 3 baby birds that were in the nest.
Hi. Okay. Kaden. What? You're